Hi, my name is Connor Knight. This is my presentation on social influence. My two key concepts are power and representation. Here is my presentation. The dictionary definition of media says, the means of communication as radio and television, newspapers and magazines that reach or influence people widely. This means that radio, television, internet, advertisement and newspapers and magazines are today's media, and therefore they are all intended to influence you every day. The theory of Shannon and Weaver's model of communication explains how media works. As you can see in this basic example of their theory, how if you follow the information source through the transmitter, past the communication channel, to the receiver, and finally to the destination, you will have completed the journey. Right now you probably haven't any idea what that means, so let me explain to you in another way using news corporations as an example of media. The journalists and reporters or information source gather the news where they then send it to the news centre or transmitter where it is prepared to be broadcasted to you by means of newspaper or television, which is the equivalent of the communication channel. The receiver is the general public and the destination, of course, is the television or newspaper at the point of the news is being interpreted. In theory, that is their communication model. Shannon and Weaver had found 3 levels of problems with this. 1. Technical problem. How accurately can the message be transmitted? 2. The semantic problem. How precisely is the meaning conveyed? And 3. The effectiveness problem. How effectively does the received meaning affect behaviour? This goes to show that it would take a very powerful and clever company to completely influence society. Some people have gone as far to believe that we are being brainwashed by the news into believing whatever they want us to. But if we look back at Shannon and Weaver's 3 levels of problems, it would be near impossible task to do so. It's not guaranteed we'll all understand. Interpret and react to oh crap, we'll have to read that again. This goes to show that it would take a very powerful and clever company to completely influence society. Some people have gone as far to say as that we are being brainwashed by the news into believing whatever they want us to. But if you look back at Shannon and Weaver's 3 levels of problems, it would be near impossible, the task, and it's not guaranteed we will understand, interpret and react the same way. Of course, as time moves on, so does our social media. Websites such as Twitter, Facebook and YouTube are fast becoming powerful, influential mediums of communications in the world. Since its formation back in 2004, Facebook has grown into a huge multinational online corporation with over 845 million users and has a net worth of $3.71 billion. Twitter is possibly Facebook's newest and most threatening rival. Launched back in 2006, it has grown global with over 300 million users, most of which post a message or tweet many times a day, creating over 1.6 billion tweets daily. This is an extremely powerful way of communication, as users are free to follow who they wish, meaning that one tweet has the potential of being read by up to 300 million people. Twitter and Facebook have fast become the new form of an individual expressing their personal views and opinions on a national scale. The following video demonstrates this. As the video shows, online social media has given people a voice and opened up and created a new modern medium of communication, utilising television and online social media. As I'm sure you're aware, in the recent political struggles across Northern Africa, social media played a key role in getting the voice of those oppressed out into the national I won't read that again. As I'm sure you're aware, in the recent political struggles across Northern Africa, social media played a key role in getting the voice of those oppressed out into the international community. And although the dictators and their regimes tried to react... read that again. As I'm sure you're aware, in the recent political struggles across Northern Africa, social media played a key role in getting the voice of those oppressed out into the international community. And although the dictators and their regimes tried to restrict social media, allowing a single voice to be heard, it eventually failed in its attempts to stamp out this online-born movement. The following video shows how British reporters within the conflict zones took the voice and used social media platforms to let the world hear it. So it could be said that social media has the power to influence us and possibly even manipulate us. It can be definitely said that Facebook and Twitter has the power to influence on a global scale, and it can be said that, as seen in Gaddafi's attempt to stomp out a rebellion, you can also use restrictions on media access to sway struggles in a certain way, therefore manipulating society. Whether it's being used to alert, inform, socialise or even control our everyday lives. Whether it's being used to alert, inform, socialise or even control our everyday lives. Whether we like it or not, it's slowly becoming more and more affected by social media sites. Whether it's being used to alert, inform, socialise or even control our everyday lives. Whether you like it or not, it's slowly... What? I didn't write you. I keep getting confused. Whether it's being used to alert, inform, socialise or even control our everyday lives. Whether you like it or not, we are slowly becoming more and more affected by social media sites like Facebook and Twitter. With the older, more traditional methods of mass communication such as television broadcasts and newspapers slowly becoming obsolete, who knows what the future may hold for this new social media and how it may grow to influence us without us all even realising it. Stupid fucking thing.